Hey everybody, it's me, Howard Jones, back with a new video. Steel is real. A few months ago, I opened up a new chapter in my life. I decided to sign up for a welding course. There was an evening course at a Midlands Tech, and I figured, why not? I should act on what I've been talking about for the past couple of years. In my personal life, I've been saying that if I would ever go back to school, it'd be for either machining or welding. And since I already do machining in my day job with making eyeglass lenses, I might as well take up welding, strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. And as of right now, your boy is certified in basic stick welding. To get my certification, I had to complete this. I had to complete something called a 2G test. Um, Basically, you have a flat plate, and all this is done horizontally. So you have a plate like this. So you had your flat plate, and then you had a angled one angled plate with another flat backing plate on the other side of it, like this. And we got graded on first thing we got graded on were our first two welding passes. I lost 3 points because I had some undercut, which is where there's not much where you move too fast. The base material is removed, but there's no weld covering it, so it can allow for slag to get trapped in there. So I lost 3 points on that. After I cleaned everything out, I completely filled it in, and then we had to do our cap, which is this section right here, this raised section. I lost 2 points on that, on my cap, because I had some underfill, which basically is an area where you didn't fill it in, so you didn't fill it in all the way. And I lost 1 point for porosity, which is, and you guys can see that, but some of the impurities didn't quite make it out with the slag, so it creates these tiny voids um, where there's impurities and there are impurities entrapped inside the weld. The only way to get rid of that, you have to grind all of it out and to weld over it at the right speed and the right setting. So I got a little porosity, but after that, cut off these two sections called coupons with a bandsaw. You grind all this down on your coupons. So you grind down the cap, you cut your backing plate off, you grind that smooth, and put them in a bend test machine. Basically, it's a pneumatic, so just a pneumatic ram, and bend these, bend your coupons. This is my cap. What you're looking for any stress, any cracks, or looking to see if the whole thing will break. And so far, nothing wrong with my cap, and nothing wrong with my root. Everything stayed together. I passed the class with 95. I was very proud of myself, because it was I did welding back in high school, which was roughly 12 years ago, and getting back into this was it was definitely a challenge. I did struggle a bit through it because I had to make sure everything was nice and clean, because that's how I'm a little bit I'm very meticulous with that kind of stuff. So I didn't want any slag trapped in. I want to make sure all my welds were in the right section. Make sure everything was nice and nice and lined up. I had to really practice to get all that stuff done properly. And it all came down to the day of the test. I passed. I got a certification. Right now I'm in the advanced stick welding class. So we've done. I got 94 on a vertical test where you have to weld uphill, and I got a 90 on my overhead test, which is the same thing, but everything's overhead. That overhead was a bit more tricky, but I'm glad that at least got a 90 on it. I lost 10 points on my first two passes because I had a lot of undercut, and so I had to fill in over the undercut, as long as after I cleaned it out, of course. But then my welds it was fine. Then all this mess right here, so I lost points on that, but everything else was perfect. My cap, and I passed both bend test. Advanced stick welding right now is pretty cool. We're doing open root, which you guys are familiar with. If you're not familiar with open root, basically you have two plates. We do like an eighth of an inch gap between them. They both cut like a V groove, like this, and we have to use a rod called 6010. And it's quite violent when you're welding with it. The rod can catch on fire, but you have to join the two plates together with the 6010 rod. You gotta work with something called a keyhole, where you gotta move ahead, and there's a hole that's formed. You gotta go back, whip back, and fill a hole in. You gotta keep doing that as you go along to fill in that gap. And then we fill in with the 7018 rods. Also, do our cap, and then do the same thing with the bend test. Right now we have our test next week, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. The challenging part is just getting your root pass done properly. Make sure you have 100%. Make sure you have 100% penetration on the other side of the plate, and you get out as much slag as you can with a grinder, and going from there. Also, I decided to make this sign because we're working on oxygen assembly, and I owned one, and I've already done it like in class back in high school. I figured, we were doing some test plates, and I said, what, I'm gonna do something other than my name. So first thing that came to mind was Mossy 500A. I hope you guys like it. But so far it's been a challenge. I got them burned a couple of times, like right here, from welding overhead. A piece of hot slag burned through my cotton jacket and got me on the arm. I got little slag burns on my neck where I'm chipping it and it comes back, hit me in the neck. I almost got slag in my mouth. That was something else. There's dust all over the place. When you gotta make sure you have good ventilation because of all the smoke and stuff that gets in the air when you're welding. It could be kind of toxic. It could be very toxic. So if you have a ventilation system to suck all that stuff out, but it's really just it can kind of get to you a little bit. That's why you gotta make sure the ventilation is working properly. Burns, like I said, the only time I haven't really had many other burns except from one through my jacket and one of my tiny ones on my neck. But if you're not careful with handling the metal after it's been cut, you can burn your hands. Even though you're wearing leather gloves, the leather will get really hot. And you can kind of shake it off to get try to cool off the leather. A lot of heat, a lot of sweating. I got a heavy leather jacket. I sweat through the jacket. I didn't think you could do that, but I managed to do it. So that's when I decided to wear a lighter cotton jacket. That way more it's more breathable. I still sweat, but it's not so where it's holding so much heat, like leather would. But all in all, it's fun. I'm doing it, so I hope I hope someday I can get a job in the welding field. Maybe not pipeline. Not really into that, but in a manufacturing setting, construction, or someday even have my own shop. So that's something I really love to have. But I figured I'd start off with these classes, get the right amount of experience, and then take it from there. And I'm gonna enjoy myself. At times it can be challenging, and piss me off with a few things where I can't get all the slag out, or my tie-ins aren't all that good, but I'm still hanging in there, and I think I'm moving in the right direction. But please share your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Any of you guys who've done welding before, who are in the welding field currently, tell me what you think. Please share your experiences in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. Best way for my videos to get out there to other people if you guys share it. Please, if you're new to the channel, I want to say thank you for joining in. I hope you guys look forward to new videos to come, and please check out my older videos. Depending on how things work out, I may do a video where I'm inside the booth, and so you guys just record some of the work I'm doing, during class, and so you guys can, see. I've done it before with the oxyacetylene welder. I was welding outside. I joined two plates together crudely, but I did it, and maybe I can share with you guys some stuff I do in class. Any gripes, complaints, and see me opinion. I can see what I can do to address them. But that's my welding video. This is something else. I'm happy to be doing this and see where it goes from there. Steel is real. I'm Edward Jones, and you guys take care. And God bless.